Hello and welcome to another episode of the Lives Transformed podcast. I am the Dish Rack, and today I am joined by.
Caleb Thiessen, also known as Sparkplug.
Ooh, I was just going to ask you, do you have a camp name?
I do. It's
Is it?
Sparkplug.
It is Sparkplug? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you didn't have a cool nickname beforehand.
Yeah.
Uh, interesting. So this, for all our German viewers out there, this is not a German. Where do you originate from, Caleb?
Well, I was born in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And then when I was 9 months old, me and my parents moved to Linden. We've lived there ever since.
Nice. And Linden is in which country?
Canada.
Perfect. All right. So for all the German watchers, viewers out there, because the most of you are German, this is our first Canadian. This is really exciting.
Yeah.
And hopefully, so for all you Canadians out there, you got to share the video around because we have to get the Canadians to have more views than the Germans. They're currently sitting at like 135 at the most.
Wow.
So we're going to try to beat that with our Canadian ingenuity.
Yeah, definitely.
So, how long have you been coming to Camp Evergreen?
My whole life.
Your whole life.
Yeah.
Wow. So how did you get involved? How did you hear about Camp Evergreen?
Well, it's a long story. Do we have time?
I think so.
Well, my grandpa came here when camp first started in '63, and he's been coming here as a camper, and then he was a speaker here a couple times, and my mom was a camper here. She worked here. My dad worked here. My parents both met here. And then my dad was on the board. So, I've just been coming here because my parents sent me.
So camp is like in your blood.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a second home. Pretty much.
Nice. Multi-generational. You're like the third generation of camp worker in your family.
Yep.
That's sweet. So, oh man. So what? How long have you been working here at camp now?
Well, that depends. I did start working here as a seasonal staff, like 2 summers ago.
2 summers.
And then I took a break to get money for college, and then I came back last summer in June.
And you've been working here ever since?
I've been working here ever since.
All right, good to know. I thought I saw you around all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. So since our viewership is the majority Germans, I usually talk with the Germans about like German food and stuff. Is there any Canadian food that you miss or like would highly recommend to a German?
Country Cousins peanut butter cream pie.
Ooh, Country Cousins.
Yeah.
That goes right into my next question. So you're from Linden, the bustling town.
Yeah.
Is it a town or is it a
It's
village?
a village.
It's still a village.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not big enough to be a town.
Nice. So most of the Germans watching will probably understand what that means because most of them live in villages.
Yeah.
But if they came and they wanted to go to Linden, and you're the tour guide, what would the itinerary look like?
We would start at Country Cousins, get some peanut butter cream pie, and then we would go to the coulee, which is very beautiful in the summertime. You can see the ducks. There's a gazebo, a building where you can just sit at and look over at the pond and at the campground, and then afterwards we would go to High Seas, which is our coffee shop or cafe in Linden.
Nice. Now, Alberta is completely landlocked, and we're mainly prairies. So I'd be curious where the high seas came from. My guess is that they're pirates, but
Yeah,
I
I don't know. As far as I know, they're Hutterites. So
interesting, interesting. Might have to do some more investigating into this.
yeah.
So that's Linden. Have you? How quickly can you walk around Linden?
Um, Probably a good 2, 3 hours, maybe.
3 hours to walk around Linden?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting. Fun. Do you like living in Linden?
I do. I do. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Back to camp. So you've been here.
Hmm.
You're the first one that's been here for a summer so far.
Hmm.
On the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Hmm.
So do you have any like fun memories as a camper?
Um,
Anything really stand out, or any like big milestones, funny stories?
yeah, there are a few, if I can remember them. I think there's one from like when I was working as an internship, like 3, 4 years ago. This one kid, um, would always follow me around while I was videoing other kids. He would just follow me around and um, yeah, help me find good spots to take videos. It was really nice, very
Nice.
helpful.
It's a little future AV staff right
Yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
Nice. And as you've like gotten into like the staff roles and stuff, do you have like a favorite that you've really enjoyed over the years?
Like a favorite activity or
Uh, we'll do we'll, we'll do yeah. Let's start with favorite activity, and then like just like favorite role or favorite thing. Like you've been on AV, you've done cabin leading, you've done activities. Like, do you have a favorite place to work
mm.
at?
So favorite activity, well, favorite activities would be archery and canoeing,
Ooh,
and then favorite position would be between running activities and AV.
nice.
Yeah.
Those are two very fun positions.
Hmm.
And so, okay, I usually talk about food. So, since you have been here for so long, do you have like, what is your, do you have a top three of like meals at Camp Evergreen? Do you have
Um,
a top two?
Top two would be burgers and pizza.
Ooh, would the like which is higher, pizza or burgers?
Burgers.
The burgers. So burgers are number one at
Yeah.
camp, and then pizza,
Yeah.
and then do you have a runner up?
Um, um, Lasagna.
Ooh, the lasagna.
Yeah.
Nice. Those are yeah. Those would have to be pretty high up on I think anyone's list really.
Yeah.
Do you have a certain pizza like? What's your favorite type of pizza?
Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian.
Hmm.
So you're a pineapple on pizza kind of guy.
Yes, I am.
Nice. I am too.
Nice.
So yeah, you're in good company.
Yay. It's a first for a while.
Yeah. Uh, oh man, I'm so used to all the German questions. This is so new to me, having a Canadian here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is called the Lives Transformed podcast.
Hmm.
Have you seen or do you have any stories of either your life or a camper's life or someone's life seeing their lives transformed or something by the power of Jesus?
Yeah. There have been lots of times where I have seen it, but like with my terrible memory, like I can't really remember much from years ago. Um, but like one I can remember would be my own. Um, like I've always um like put on a mask because I've been an emotional kid when I was younger, and so I would always put on a emotional mask. So I would always be emotionally cut off. So yeah, and so last year, a friend of mine helped me um, relax and not put on that emotional face, and I feel like God had put that person in my life to help me with um, that difficulty of showing emotions. So that's one way of how my life was transformed.
Nice, nice. Yeah. I think a lot of time we think about the campers and their lives being
Yeah.
transformed, but we sometimes forget that all of us staff also, like,
Hmm.
our lives are always getting transformed, and God is using or working in our lives as well as the campers' lives,
Hmm.
which is really cool.
Hmm.
And now you went to Bible school.
I did.
Uh, did Was part of your thinking for going to Bible school? Did camp have anything to do with your decision to go to Bible school, or?
No, um, like for quite a few years, my grandparents who live out by Grand Prairie, in the Sexsmith area, they took me. Actually, my grandma's brother was the president of Peace River Bible Institute, which is up in Sexsmith. And so at the time, my grandparents, when we were up there, my grandparents took us to the Bible college, and my great uncle gave us a tour of the college. Like they mostly showed us their new gym that they had just
Ooh,
recently built, and um, like that sparked my. And then my parents were also saying like I need to go to Bible college at least, like go to normal college then Bible college. And I'm like, why not go to Bible college first? Let's go to Peace River Bible Institute first. So yeah.
nice. That's always a good choice. I highly recommend Bible school. At least
Hmm.
1 year for
Yeah.
anyone coming out of high school.
Hmm.
It's great to help ground you in your faith.
Hmm.
Now, Bible schools are either notorious for not having great food or having like amazing food. Uh, so, so just like we did the food here, do you have a top two food at Peace River Bible Institute?
um, Wraps.
Wraps.
Yeah, I love the wraps.
Are they beef wraps or are they crispy chicken wraps?
Depends on the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depends on what they had on the leftover shelf.
No, it depends what they make.
Oh, okay.
It depends if they make it with have wraps with chicken or with beef.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's number one.
Yeah. Number two would be their corn dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're homemade corn dogs?
I don't know, but I do know that I had 10 one time.
10 corn dogs.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is amazing.
Yeah, I was very sick afterwards.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
But they are corn dogs.
Yeah. They were really good.
Wow, 10 corn dogs.
Yeah. No regrets.
It's fantastic. So after Bible school, you came back to camp.
I did. Well,
Nice.
technically, I went home because of COVID.
That's true.
COVID had to cut my year short by a month. And then, yeah, I was home for like 3 months. And then opportunities here at camp opened up, and I came here.
Yeah. Was there in those like 3 months? What were you thinking about coming back to camp, or did you have other plans? What
I was
were
thinking of coming back to camp ever since registration opened in January. So,
nice? So what is it about camp that you like working here?
all the inspirations I can be for the kids who come. Like I can be an inspiration to those kids and transform their lives.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of transforming kids' lives, anyone out there watching that is in Canada, probably, I guess, no, you're probably in Germany. You can't register for summer camps here. Well, you might be able to. I don't know if you'd be able to get here, but I'm rambling. Our summer camp registration
Mm-hmm.
is open, so you can go to camp-evergreen.com,
Mm-hmm.
and you can register for summer camps. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're hoping, fingers crossed, that all our out trips will be able to run somehow or
Mm-hmm.
some way in a certain capacity. We have the roughing it. Did you ever do roughing it?
I haven't. I haven't. Ethan did. My middle
Ethan,
brother.
your brother did. I thought I
Yeah.
saw a picture of you at roughing it.
Nope.
Maybe that was when you were filming AV at roughing it. Maybe.
I don't think I've ever filmed at Roughing It. I think that was always Connor Esau.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so we have roughing it, which is you go down and you sleep in some teepees that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You play in the creek. You build shelters. You play a lot of Wilson ball. You do all the activities like normal, but you're cooking over a fire and stuff. We have adventure camp. Did you ever do adventure camp?
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like we made adventure camp after you became a staff member.
Yeah.
Adventure camp is you're across the creek. We have big wall tents that you're sleeping in, and you do all the activities. And we're cooking over the fire again, but it's for the older kids. So we have a few other activities like they'll do paintball and stuff like that. It's just a little bit more out of the way. They usually go on hikes. We're not entirely sure if we'll be able to go on a hike this year or not. And then the new one this year is the Wilds, which is out in the woods, still on camp property. But they're going to be sleeping in yurts, which are Mongolian shelters. They're like a wall tent and a teepee kind of put together. But that one it's gonna have a heavy focus on like outdoors survival and outdoor skills. So there'll be like fire building, shelter building, all sorts of different challenges like canoeing. Canoeing they'll do, but they also make like rafts and boats and
Mm.
stuff. And they'll do archery and they'll make slingshots. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's a lot more outdoorsy. And then there's the main site camp, which is the Mission 517, which is kind of interesting. We've never done it before. The families will come. So, like, say your family wanted to come to Mission 517.
Which
Uh,
I think they are.
they probably they are. No
I
idea.
think so.
So they would register and they would come and your parents would like stay in the cabin
Mm-hmm.
with your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But during the week, your parents can do whatever they want. They can like leave camp. It's just like a relaxing weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we would take your brothers and we would put them. Well, we're still figuring this out, but they'll be in groups. But from like 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, we're gonna do as close to a normal summer as possible, where we're
Yep.
going down to the creek and having a party in the creek, and we're gonna do all the activities. They're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
speakers. We're gonna have wide games. So that's what that is. But at the end of the day, they'll go back to their parents' cabin and stay with their parents. So we don't have a bunch of random kids in cabins with cabin leaders anymore. That's the main difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can register for that if you want to online.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh, you're already a staff. I was going to say you could apply to be staff, but you're already here as staff.
But if you want to become staff, you can go ahead to our website and register to be a staff member.
Yeah. So as a staff member, Caleb, do you have any fond memories of the past like year as a staff member? Like, what are some of the fun things that you've done?
Um, Swimming in the canoe pond.
Ooh, I said fun things.
No, that was really nice. Like, I didn't get any leeches, luckily. But yeah, just like I was challenged to swim from the dock and the canoe pond all the way around to the other end and back, and that was a
And you
lot of
did it?
fun.
You were
I did
able.
it. Yeah,
Have d- was this the first time that you've ever done swimming, or have you done swimming throughout your life?
I've done swimming throughout my life.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't like a real challenge
Yeah,
then.
no, it wasn't.
Oh, okay, that would be a real challenge for me. No, I would just stand up and walk
Yeah, that
through.
was. I could have done that, but no, I just swam the whole way.
Nice, that's impressive.
But actual fun thing that I've done here at camp so far would be hanging out with all our friends afterwards, after work is done, and relaxing with all our friends. That was fun.
Yeah, watching movies, going
Going
down
into
to the creek,
town, yeah.
having fires.
Yep, that was fun. Yeah. Staying
Yeah,
up late.
you shouldn't tell me that.
Don't
going
stay up late.
going
You
to
need
bed
your
at 10
sleep.
o'clock.
Yeah, you need your sleep.
You really do, especially
Yeah.
in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
It can get real tiring.
Oh, yes.
But I think that's all part of the fun too.
Yeah.
Seeing how God gives you energy when
Hmm.
you're like, I'm done, man. I'm so
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, if you want to be staff, applications are open.
Hmm.
And if you're like, hey, I really don't like working with kids, which I don't know why you wouldn't like working with kids, we do need people in the kitchen, and
Hmm.
there's other spots that we can put you. Working in the kitchen is real fun. We have
Hmm.
like a Red Seal chef, uh, Ken, and he is fantastic. And
Hmm.
yeah, so if you want to learn a thing or two as well, like you can learn a lot from Ken.
Hmm. I know I've learned a lot from Ken.
Yeah, can you have you learned any new recipes? Have you made anything for your family or anything?
That, no.
No.
No, sorry. Ken is very wise in like giving advice for life, not just in the kitchen, but like anywhere whenever you're working, like yeah, he just gives great advice.
Yeah, Ken is sweet.
Hmm.
Uh, and we will have Ken on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, one of our field trip podcasts, I think.
Yeah.
We'll join Ken in the kitchen for an episode
Yeah.
if this video gets 15 likes.
Ooh. Ooh.
15 likes, and we will interview Ken in the kitchen.
That will be very interesting on how we do that.
I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you thought? Do you have any thoughts for the future? Has like camp been like? Has working at camp been formulating or building into you what you're like thinking about for the future? Or?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've thought of like maybe becoming like permanent staff here. Um, but I don't know. I'm just doing whatever God wants me to do.
Nice.
Hmm.
Follow God's plan.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do things.
Hmm.
Because you always get in the coolest places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah. So okay, if you're talking to someone and they're like, yeah, I've been thinking of going to Camp Evergreen, and you could only say like one sentence, what would you say, like, why they should go to Camp Evergreen? Or more than one sentence. What would you say to them?
What would I say to them? Camp Evergreen would be a great place to learn more about God.
Nice. That's a solid sentence. I like
Mhm.
that. Sweet. Should put that on a t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah,
Or you must have a ton of camp t-shirts.
I do. Well, technically not really, but
Wow, you've probably grown out of some of
I've
them.
grown out of them, yeah, but they would go to my mom. My mom is trying to make a blanket out of all of our old camp t-shirts.
That is a sweet idea.
Mhm. And I've asked her to make at least one for each of us.
Nice.
So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see how that happens.
but you have all these t-shirts. Do you have like a favorite year or favorite design?
Um,
Favorite t-shirt from camp?
I think the Shine one
Ooh,
from when I was in
yeah.
internship, that one was really cool.
I think that is probably one of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good year.
Hmm.
Good t-shirt. You can always tell if the year's going to be good by the
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Well, all the years are good.
It's true. All the years are good.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have anybody that you want to thank on for I don't know. I feel like an award show all of a sudden.
um.
Anyone you want to say hi to?
Well, I don't know if they watch it, but hi, mom. Dad.
Well, now they better watch it.
Yeah, I'll rope them into watching it.
Yeah. Get them to subscribe as well.
Yes, I'll see if I can get more Canadians into watching.
Yeah. If you're out there watching this right now, you should hit the subscribe button
Hmm.
and the little like button and give us a like. Remember, 15 likes and we'll interview Ken.
Yeah,
And I think there's a bell thing as
the
well.
bell icon.
The
Yeah.
bell icon. You can press that.
Hmm.
Uh, Speaking of bells, if anyone has like a large old like church bell, we would really like one at camp. So yeah, ring that bell, and as you ring it, think, man, camp needs a new bell. Well, it needs a bell. We don't have an old bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been lots of fun.
Hmm.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
We'll have to have you back
Yes.
after the summer.
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. All right. Thanks for watching. And we will see you guys later.
See ya.